So for that reason, that I think we enter map 2 by holding our breath a second, because I think Heroic should win this. It is their map pick. It's always been close. That's how the story's meant to go. But that was such an anomaly and such a blowout to open up this series that it feels like this could also, at the same time, be wide open.
Agreed. In terms of form, that's always the most relevant thing with these two teams because they know each other. Even though it's been some time, we've got a new player in the server. I don't expect that to change much. You know, the head of the beast on both squads, and Cadian and NAVI, are very familiar with each other's style of play. And right now, Cloud9's individuals are definitely a little bit of a step ahead, but that's a cute way to find an opening kill. A nice boost to shut out Hobbit in this situation, really loosen up the defense as they rotate back around to attacking the B side. And it already looks like Cloud9 want to try to stack, but now they leave pit open.
Little smoke down onto the balcony, Molotov into the pit. Inters will find his corner to play from, and Axile's the closest set of helping hands. Empty-handed is Inters, and Axile wasn't able to press through that smoke grenade, so no chance there. They'll go for the boost. Maybe this could be the way to unravel what is a 5-man post plant inside A and a 2-player disadvantage. It's not ideal, Cloud9, to kick off their CT side this way, and Stound's gonna make sure that things seemingly go smooth. Axile, Shiro, the 2 stars of Cloud9 fall away from this one. And so, it is indeed Heroic to start off this T-side pistol round win. Convincing, of course, with Cadian boosting over towards the top of Banana. It will be Heroic to strike blood first. But how many players escape? Shiro's dual Beretta is going to continue to rattle off rounds. Him versus Cadian. And one more. That one more is Jabby, newest player for Heroic. Going to survive as Axile also saves his Kevlar. It's early days on Inferno, but still Heroic. They've got to get every round they can after that beating on Vertigo.
Yeah, they've historically always split Inferno, as most teams do that play close to each other. And Heroic, at least, they had to give up Vertigo. It's like there's less of a chance for Heroic to win Vertigo on paper, more of a chance for Cloud9 to win Inferno on paper. And that's what makes this an interesting map to watch. Could, of course, be the map that decides Cloud9 in playoffs. But if Heroic have anything to say about it, as they started to turn up a little bit towards the end of the last game, we could very well be in store for a third map.
Second shot through the wall, a little off the mark, but it's still got Stound low. It's a start you grab. A smoke that's going to go over top, but will block nothing. We don't have any arch presence here from Cloud9. It's 1 in Graveyard, 2 in Pit. Excuse me, Hobbit's up above. And Heroic jostling some utility between them. Gonna go in with the second volley of nades. They saw no response with that first smoke going down, so now they create this question mark. And Shiro is gonna be needed at this B site. If there's any hope at Cloud9 winning with these lesser weapons.
Oh.
What? Oh, Tesses tries to press through.
Did he die in one shot? Surely not possible, unless he had no armor. Well, it's just NAVI here on the site. Rotator going to be behind the smoke, and so still a good site here for Heroic to try to pick up.
Shiro.
Oh, he got a shot off. Oh, there's a 5-7 kill. It's 3v5. Oh, another kill.
Down. That was the little that was left after the Shiro scout tag. So, my God, they put themselves in a great position. Launders, there's a frag, there's a smoke, and there's only 17 seconds for Heroic.
And a fake plan.
This is going to get squeezed. Jabby in the 1v4 only gets those 2. The scout of Shiro shines. Wow. And Cloud9 rob it back.
Damn, nice shots from Shiro. What was that? He got a glimpse of 3 different players, and they all died. No shot. How did he even kill Tesses over on Arch? That's what I'm wondering. Must have got 2 tags off on that walk-up. Make him regret the lurk. Yabby with the only thing in the middle of that. And the AK. But good guns picked up, and all the momentum just stolen from Heroic.
Ooh, that sends a tremor through the floor underneath Heroic.
And that was Heroic getting the right rotations out. They avoided the stack site.
Oh, it looked like something that was never going to collapse.
It was an interesting set of utility that we saw Cloud9 try to pick up. Right, a couple of HEs in there. 1 smoke, a flash or 2, and it just felt like, what is the idea? They're just going to try to improvise with it, or do they have a grander plan? But they really made the most of everything.
Man, 2 free AKs as well for Hobbit and Axile. Ominous that Cloud9 steal that second one. I never in a million years would have thought that this could have been, you know, potentially 2 blowout maps. And this one, again, we're not in that territory. I'm getting ahead of myself, but it's just with Vertigo fresh on our minds, right? The recency bias.
I kind of see a different story, but I mean, some of the T rounds at the end were really nice from Heroic, just show that they can aim at least to keep up. Yeah, more comfortable map as well.
First half that Cloud9 labeled it theirs, as they will towards Banana, just blocking off Heroic, so that's going to send them spiraling back towards middle. Singular smoke on Cadian.
It looked like they started to run a bit early, but I don't know if this was hurt at all, and I guess the response for Cloud9 is just go check on Banana.
Sure. But
they're leaving 2 alone here with Arch wide open to the CT side, and they're not going to see anything, so now the rotations will come.
It's that last piece of utility
25 seconds.
Because they wrap around Arch, Inters will be compromised. Ooh, Shush hits it. First rotate through, Shush got 2, Jabby in with the AK, but Axile's on the site. He's worried about short, there's nobody there, turns it back. What? It's the headshot and a little more damage, but it's been Jabby to put up those numbers. NAVI comes in just in the time, and oh baby, Heroic wrapping around Arch with the most smallest of margins of time.
Yeah, I mean, that's the 3 rounds where Heroic could get the rotations out. This one, they don't even have good guns, so I'm going to call that a game plan victory, and for some reason, Cloud9 decided to leave Arch open that long. Really uncomfortable, the idea of having 2, punished for not taking aggressive control early, and very close anyways. I mean, Yabi could have absolutely died to this MP9, and the bomb planter actually got off of the plant. We wouldn't have been able to put it down again with the amount of time left over.
NAVI just gets shredded by Shush. Blind and with no idea what was about to hit him. A stampede of Heroic players follows suit into the B bomb site, and so any hope at getting back in with just pistols, slim to none. It's just emergency protocols. Run if you can. Hobbit, he'll get away, and that'll enable the 4-player save, but C9, whatever they hold will be used in the next one. It's Heroic. You know, again, sketchy second round, but hell, now we're right back to where we were after they won the pistol. Time for this T side to run away.
Yeah, it feels like it. Could be the case. A lot of the energy coming out of Heroic in these first few. A lot of confidence, sort of fakes into quick rotations, back out, and they're so convincing. They've got Cloud9 believing almost right away in all these instances. Probably no reinvestment here from Cloud9 as they wait for a full buy. We'll see if they can just knock out a couple of kills, but that's 5 alive for Heroic in round 4. Oh, interesting. This is a very early timeout to be called on the CT side, especially before the rifle round is coming in. Trying to give themselves a best chance to do some early damage and make sure that Heroic are always in that resettable region. See if Cloud9 come up with anything interesting, because they did win with similar guns, but versus a slightly weaker buy from Heroic. However, 2 MP9, 2 MAC-10s.
Not going to waste any time here through the apartments already. Heroic. Lots of nades. All is good. Hobbit tries to go for a little information, and I like the idea. Let's extend down Banana. Let's attack this back line. Let's see if we can prod Heroic while they're fixating on that A site. Again, it's a sunken cost from a round ago. Lucky to even get to replay with any of these weapons. So Hobbit, it's a chance. And sure enough, he'll catch Cadian. A little bit of damage onto Stown as well. B site completely open, so
they've got Cloud9 guessing, yeah.
Go ahead.
The thing is that they aren't biting on this, and Heroic are actually coming back in this direction. But the guns overall, MP9 and just a few pistols. Oh, they must have heard that I'm casting the game.
Oh,
yeah.
That's what it is. I think somebody said Furia plays next.
That gets my heart racing as well.
Rifles walking up. Poor NAVI. Yeah, just the USP. Gets completely snubbed inside the corner. Javi's going to throw those flashes out, make the sight hit easy. So you'd think. Inters. Oh, that could have been something good. MP9 from Pit as well, but Axile dinked by Javi as he gets the kill, and bomb plant inevitable. So that's 4. 4 early on for Heroic.
Yeah, great start. Now that we see the rifle round coming in, we'll feel the first kind of even strength buy. Well, Cloud9, they pull off the eco, but with better guns, are they in a better position? So I think Heroic right now are doing the most of the map. Stealing space back on top banana very early on in the round. Oh my God. It's going to be hard to cast other events. Just so,
yeah.
Everything's just so alive.
Yeah.
Gotta feel good if you're Furia. Giving back to the audience.
It's literally what it is. It's Furia taking the stage.
Yeah.
It's just Furia setting up.
Yeah.
Oh, Cloud9. Cloud9. Still a little stunned from that Vertigo first half, can't lie. Just completely upended expectations. And after the great Force Wars of 2022, we get ourselves back in with a little bit of Cloud9 defense. Let's see what they can do with the guns. It's still no op on Shiro. And it's Famai for NAVI and Hobbit. Nice nade. NAVI already chunked down to 56. The fire brings them back. Luckily for C9, it's a smoke that'll keep them away. But Axile, I mean, open invitation. He's spamming into the apartment's wall. Javi just peeks out like sup.
Yeah, that was a weird place to do it from, that's for sure.
Especially with no support, not even anybody in the apartments that could have maybe confirmed Javi didn't cross. I mean, Axile just opened the door for him. I didn't know Shush could juggle. It's not very good at it.
Only one ball at a time, too.
Yeah.
Stick to CS, Shush.
They'll work up Banana, and they're going to test this B site. It's met by a smoke. Final smoke out from C9 at the 54-second mark. And there's a lot behind this push here for Heroic, so don't expect them to shy away for too long.
I think they're lining up where they're nades right now, so we'll see. The rotation comes in time. Oh, he's just barely going to miss this. Wow, nearly walked into that.
Could have been. Could have been. Up close, Hobbit. He'll get himself just the one. Tesses slides through it, and Shiro off that flash. Very blind. NAVI, he gets Javi throwing himself into this gunfight, keeping Heroic on the brink of the site, and now that last piece is ready. Inters comes in, gets the immediate trade, and oh no! They thought he got away, but he stays inside the smoke, and all of a sudden, it's silent.
Wow, Heroic
Shush.
had every right to win that. They worked so hard to get in there. They got the rotator into position by like a second. Those nades miss Shiro, and then all those rotators start causing trouble, but Cloud9.
Is that Hugo?
Yeah, Hugo after they saved him from drowning.
Yeah, man loves the ocean.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, I don't blame Shush for thinking that Inters would have gotten back around the corner. You know, I thought he was making a run for it. I love that he just stays in the smoke.
It was a really great support flash to help with the peaks as well, though. You can say that, at least for a plus for Cloud9.
Nothing, though, from C9 on this A defense. How many times have they gotten brackets for nothing?
Yeah, this is just like the CIS way of playing Inferno. Like, literally sit in sight. NAVI does it the best, but everyone wants to be like them so bad.
Oh. Shiro doing his best simple impression. One bullet out, one Heroic player down. Deep smoke towards the library. Corner fired off for now, and Shiro will just wait. Axile just took a bunch of damage over towards the pit. That utility is being problematic. Shiro tries to get a little cheeky. Luckily, he's still got teammates in sight. Inters turns attention. Axile comes out from pit. He could have just sat behind that, but instead he trades inside. 2 bullets needed. Jabby goes down, and Cadian's into the clutch. He gets the first one out. 2 more players to take. Hobbit rounds those corners from mid, and a deep smoke welcomes Cadian to walk around the side. NAVI ends him, grabs an op to save, and Cloud9 keep it within 1.
That smoke absolutely makes a difference in that duel right there. That was disgusting from Axile, man. That kill was ridiculous. No wasted space, no wasted ammo. Needed every bullet and every inch right there to make it happen, and he pulls off the hold. Shiro nearly took a really crazy risk that he actually had some thought behind. There was no one else there, and he heard someone lining up utility, kind of read the split properly, which shows you Cloud9 know exactly what was coming their way. And here's that kill again. I mean, this is just so nasty.
3 bullets in the mag.
Oh my God, the last 2 right to the head.
And then NAVI expectant of Cadian. Shiro's got something to say.
Yeah, it's going full Italian now.
No more partying.
He's been one of the more emphatic ones on the roster after wins, and pretty excited to have a team coming into Legend stage. It was just him for a bit.
Cloud9, the reward of their hard labor. P250s across the board for Heroic. Still going to give him a couple of smokes, quadruple flashbangs, and that's enough utility to try 1 time to take Banana. Now they're all juggling.
Yeah, and jokes aside, Heroic have been juggling utility more than anyone else these days in the current meta. It's really taking advantage of it, and it's huge on CT side.
Here we go. Again, all they really had in the tank, enough to hit this B site. 1 attempt with just pistols. You've got Hobbit comfortable on quad. Him and NAVI laying it down. USP out to finish, and that's going to be the op pushing through. Shiro gets it. And that's going to be a tie game, folks. 4 alive for Cloud9. Never really believed in that one from Heroic, just because it's P250s after all.
Yeah. They had some good rounds, so this is actually, you know, such an even game right now. Again, I think some of their previous map stats won't be able to paint a perfect picture. It's going to be who's playing their best today to win this. They've always split Inferno. It's the most commonly split map, I feel like, in series. That's why it makes the decider game so much more interesting. And in this case, I mean, Heroic really can't afford to have a 50-50, you would think, on paper. And we'll have to go above and beyond to make up in the series, because they got to win this and then the next map if they're able to do it. And I don't think they feel like this is guaranteed by any means.
I think there is still that question mark around Cloud9's T sides. Kind of forgot after Vertigo I was blinded, but you know that has been the struggle.
Not so much a factor on Dust 2 and or sorry, on Vertigo and Inferno, of course, but still Inferno leaves lots of options open for the T side.
Nice nade. Force down. Reshaped after that one. Tesses gives the Molotov to Shush. Axile, he's been thinking about it getting aggressive. He's going to go ahead and make his move.
Yeah, he's found an empty hallway right here. He's going to see a lineup of all these Ts in just a second.
Ooh.
Oh, he's just watching them exec and commit. Oh my God, he's going to go back around. Okay, wow, that's crazy.
So Arch could become a problem. Axile, take that freebie on Jabby. Now apartment's completely closed. Smoke in front of Inters. Shiro ready, and wow. I mean, Shush showed him a sliver to shoot at. And now we get that re-aggression from the bomb carrier in Cadian. And the moment he gets to the edge of the apartments, he's met by smoke. It just, again, closes this in on Heroic. The walls getting smaller all around them.
Turning into a lane split now.
All they have left really to offer here. And honestly, they choose better. I would say good call. Call it quits. You didn't get what you wanted. Jappy died. Cadian couldn't claw something back. And so you have to concede this. C9 with a 1-round lead.
Yeah, even though sometimes your Halls player doesn't do anything on the execs, it's incredibly important that you know that there can't be a CT there. So His job is to clear out the balcony, molly it if you need to, make sure that pit is scared to swing, and then he's done his job. And the 2 players or 3 players coming up arch, the 1 coming lane, they have a much easier time not worrying about balcony and pit. That's the whole point of the Halls player. When Axel flanked the Halls player, well, suddenly they knew it was all over. Cadian tried to supplant his position, of course, but Axel got on the balcony, smoked it out, and ended their hopes. Money's frozen in place, so they just invest behind it with their 3 players. Probably a tough decision to make. Well, not a hard decision to make, but an uncomfortable one too. Have to be forced to. It's an opportunity for Cloud9 to start to walk away with the lead. 2 kits of utility here just on Shush and Yabi. They couldn't find anything else at the end of that round.
Hobbit just punched the bee's hive. 2 bullets out, 20 bullets back, and he'll lose 26 health. We saw Shush be the king with the Deeg that one round where they cracked open arch side. He got 2 frags with it, but met by another smoke. So Heroic gonna have to cool off and wait yet again. They've done a good job of holding the nades they may need.
Yep.
Just like that one time at B, it's like the bare bones. Couple Molotovs.
They've got them to change their decision. Their arch guy now, Hobbit, he just decides to leave after expending his kit. Nades back over on the B site, and now time becomes an issue. CTs are making things happen here.
They're going to burn some of that very precious utility in order to pressure Banana.
And look at Hobbit go back over to the A site.
They don't bite.
Wait, there's no one watching Halls here, actually. Oh, okay. I was like...
And Axile inside the site. Hobbit nearby. Actually, all 3. Shush does it again. D comes in hot, enters, holds it, down though, gun up, and Cadian finds the headshot.
Wow.
Shush, not the first time, but rather the second. Heroic, dude.
That Deagle shot was unreal. That was like a
pack of ravenous animals. They just run up short side.
Oh, some beautiful entry work, man. That Deagle kill.
I don't know what kind of ravenous animals they have in Denmark, but
honey badgers?
Maybe.
Maybe they just have rabies.
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, Danes. That's ravenous animals. Anthony, man. Oh, okay, he's going to be stuck in. He's not going to find anything with it, so Jabby puts an end to that, and Heroic right back in. Again, 3 rifles, so still definitely like a competent buy,
They
right?
saved themselves, though. I mean, their economy would have been screwed next round.
Very happy that they walked away from trying to follow through in that previous round because they net a round win right back.
I swear Shush is looking at someone mid-sight and then still turns and flicks to the guy sitting in cold. And what a shot it was. As many players as they had there. That was 1 out instantly. Oh, my Jesus. No chance even to fire a bullet. That's how fast it was. Axel's tilted about that. It's like, those were free stats, man.
Anthony just sticking out from behind the hay cart. This is what I expected on Vertigo. Back and forth game. Heroic, a little bit more money in the bank account. Cloud9, it's all they've got. Well, some spare for a rainy day, but oh, Shiro. He wanted to go for a mid-peak maybe, and is met by a flash instantly. A little aggression with the utility there. Keeping Heroic at base, down, locked in behind logs. Shiro, like he wanted to out of the gate, will go prying into middle, dry.
Crazy clear for him to make. But he sees nothing for the moment as the T's start to pop back into place, just where he left off. It's a real good matchup of energy here. Shiro with this smoke out for a minute, or like 7 seconds. Before putting his own down.
Back to the B site we'll go. Heroic. Hobbit at the front.
He's kind of tied himself up a little bit. Shiro's got the smoke down on Arch and stopped him from going, but oh my god. Oh, that's perfect timing.
Hobbit did get a kill from the front of Oranges, but last time it also cost him. Now he gets a second, and they then write off the possibility of NAVI being boosted. Serves up a great distraction. Shush and Hobbit face to face in the smoke. Another one gets dropped, and while Shush is on this bomb site, he finds NAVI's head. 10 seconds. It's him, Shiro, and Hobbit. These three at B. Bomb goes down. And with that shot coming through, Inters dies, or rather kills, at the exact same time. And Cloud9 going to hang on. So Hobbit, well done, well timed, pressing into that smoke.
As soon as all that utility comes over, he just starts spraying down a line. And it's 25 bullets, but it's the exact right moment. And it becomes clear. And it looked like Shiro, you know, he has the one-way. I see. Okay, he has the one-way. So I'm not sure if Heroic knew about that. It's not like a new one-way or anything, but thought they could get by. Maybe thought he wasn't playing that close that late into the round. Of course, the fact that they held the smoke that long, it should be round one no matter what. So Heroic normally playing fast, but coaxed into a really bad late round decision.
Oh, Exile again.
I was so fast with it.
Yep. Last time it went unpunished, so sure enough, right back into it. Hobbit, same thing. We've seen success from this same position, so Cloud9 just repeating some of their antics, as is Shiro, taking that peek down mid, but again, it's not going to get him a kill. Just a little information. I think he saw them jumping back.
They got to be so annoyed their gaps are getting exploited this quickly.
Hobbit closer than ever.
Yeah.
Haven't seen him get this close, but it betrays him, and NAVI now is going to have to hold on his own. We're going to get a smoke front sight. They're trying to pressure him with the utility, but they also have to wait things out. All their util goes down except for Shush's smoke. Shiro could put that flash in the front of it.
Oh, it's a late smoke, and the flash, it'll still be well timed.
NAVI doesn't see much. They're stuck inside the little pit. And Inters, well, he's going to bring one with him. NAVI slides out. There's always this question as to what Shiro's up to. And Exile's also alive. Both of Cloud9's players coming in from CT spawn while bomb got fake planted once. Shiro presses in. Oh, a leg shot. TSS lucky to be alive. And the question is, for how much longer? They're going to walk right in. Exile. Oh, Cadian, critical shot.
Jesus.
Up close, point blank, finds the better of Exile, and with that one kill, we're tied again at 6.
They thought he was flanking from back in Banana, man. That was just the finest margins. Some of these rounds are so damn close. I love how tricky that was on the retake, because they had Inters running through the smoke, right? They flashed high over the quad box with NAVI, knowing that NAVI was there, but they pushed from CT because as soon as you see those flashes, you think that the site's going to be peeking, or the players who are emo and quad are going to be peeking first. And instead they just run through the smoke, even though those players weren't even blind for those players. Weren't even blind for the guy in the back, so a nice attempt. And look at the buy right now. It's like even in the worst way possible. This could dictate the rest of the half. Finally force an eco.
Arch completely clear for the taking. Jabby's got a nade out. Inter's going to hear all this rumbling.
He's got another flash getting primed. Inter's waiting for his opportunity, knows he's about to jump on this.
Oh man, Mac 10 whizzes bullets by. Inter's going to pick it up. Now all of a sudden, pit problematic. Heroic, they can still slide into the site, no problem. They're going to put Shush on top of Graveyard. Exile sees nothing for the time being, but they're all here. And NAVI comes in quickly to catch Shush over top. So all Heroic have is this bomb site. I mean, they are just pinned against the wall. But in fact, Cadian's wrapping back around Arch. Exile comes in, clears down, and Hobbit gets the back of Cadian. This one goes down for free.
Yeah.
And Cloud9 continued to tear up Heroic round after round, back and forth, tied again, 5 rounds in a row. Back and forth.
Yeah, that one's clean, and it's good use of the 5.7, one of the worst guns on the map, of course, and they put him up in the halls to make sure he can take out any kind of split like that. Yabi gets destroyed. We saw how important this hall's position was in previous rounds versus the splits. Exile flanking in this spot once, and Exile's been doing an amazing job on A site, whether it's been pushing or sitting there and holding as an anchor. Very clean and clutch kills, honestly. So a small lead. but it's actually around potentially worth 2. We have seen an eco or 2 in this half go down.
Yeah, but with this little of a buy?
This little of a buy would be a new standard set for sure. And C9 can read exactly where the money's at right now. They also know there's no incentive for Heroic to force into a round like this. Expect to see a real battle of the IGLs next round with the time taken here. Both teams probably thinking ahead and assuming the outcome here.
Ooh, love that. I love that. That's one of my favorite things in CS.
The dolphin peak?
Yeah, the flying shoulder peak. It's called a dolphin peak?
It's a dolphin peak.
Oh.
It's in the glossary, man. Come on.
Oh, sorry. Can't read. C9 double short play. Ooh, they want to press through that. And Axile. Oh!
Again?
Like he was happy to deliver. Hobbit almost caught with a gun out, but enters. He's got that bomb dropped inside of Pits. Stoun's Desert Eagle looking hungry. But a quick short flank from NAVI gets put down by Shush. No way.
How do they do it again and again?
Pull this off again. Stoun goes deep. Shiro goes down, and Hobbit's gonna have to pick this up. They've got no clue where he's at.
I think he knows where they are exactly, though.
He slides in, sees one sight, goes for the fight towards Pit, and they do it again with even less. Talk about heroics.
Insane. Another eco for them, and they do it with nothing, no armor in this round. They had no reason to invest. They had to save up for this one, and now they've got the best buy ever, and it's Cloud9 on the back foot. That is the nature of this matchup. This is how it's always been.
Shush, you are nasty. Runs deep Pit, grabs that gun, catches another. Yeah, tough one for Cloud9. But hell, gives Heroic a 7th on the T side. And C9 can still bounce in with a buy. It's decent enough to try and close, but you know, singular kit on NAVI could be important. MP9 and FAMAS. It ain't perfect. Put that thing out of its misery. Molly deep mid. Ooh, and Cadian, well, he calls out the little aggression that NAVI wants to offer. That's the kit, right? I said it could be key. They don't push down Banana. It's a 10-second defuse. And the thought of peeking back into a Cadian op, yeah, that kit's gone. Ooh, but enters. Oh, Axile has to finish off the kill. Look for a second like it'd go unchecked. Axile gets himself another, jumps down from the graveyard. He's still alive. He's still kicking. Comes in with a duel versus Stoun. Can't pick that up. Shiro will best Shush. Hobbit in with another 1v2 attempt. Wow, talk about deja vu. Same setup as the last round. Nearly the same positions. Nade goes a little too deep to get the best amount of damage. And Cadian in that sight, point blank on the off, jumps across. Hobbit gets one, but at IEM Rio. They just got to prove to us that this T side can go above and beyond.
Yeah, can definitely on their best day, of course. This pistol could mean everything. We didn't get a 30-round game yet. Inferno has the markings of it. Shush, oh, early kills, great on the Deagle, and all pistols, man. But now going down, it's still 3-on-4. Stoun up next. 2 players farther back in the site, and he goes out. This might encourage him forward, but look at the stack.
Shiro gonna put a quick end to that one. The stack is, of course, Cadian and Jabby back sight.
I mean, there's no way they can expect to. Jabby can freely peek. Oh, the volley is going to be perfect, however. Ooh!
So's Cadian's shot. Enters, gets himself another off the Glock. Cadian working with the slimmest cover ever, and yep, he's still alive every step of the way. It's the fast banana flank from Tesses. Drops NAVI, and Enters who's already put up 3 kills on this pistol round, has to nail this 4th. He's going to go for the peak, hits the gush. The USP had a chance, but it's C9 with a pistol round win. Take a bow, Inters.
Yeah, seriously.
4 kills is big.
Absolutely, and again, as a small side player, finds himself in the 1vx's a lot here on T side, doing well as well. A very underrated part of this lineup. And Shush's first 2 kills alongside the second player sandbags, 2 players backside. Heroic tried to anti-strat Cloud9 completely and still lost to the sheer force of the individuals. It's a nice win for Cloud9. It's going to breathe some confidence into them. They need to make up for a slight deficit here. I mean, they're good on both sides. Both teams are. T-side slightly worse, but it's not one of these maps that just because you start low on T-side means you're not going to be able to get back into it, especially not between these 2 teams specifically. If you can't visualize the Furia win, how will it come?
Wake me up when Furia plays. This one has been action-packed, and Cadian, well, he's still got that scout, just hasn't really been able to take a forward stance. Didn't see early presence in mid nor alt. Will peek around, but we've already got NAVI beyond this. So you'd think a scout point blank falls to the AK. Sure, he hits the mark. It's a big chunk of NAVI taken off. Now he'll swing the scout, and Hobbit looks to go tear up the front of all this. Another smoke down on Arch. We've got double players inside of the pit, but the Molotov goes to big pit.
Oh, the spacing already looks very good, and they've got the small pit covered here.
They're hanging on. Tess in the bomb site. Man, we know what Shush did with Deagles, but his head gets ripped clean off. There's still a couple players to take down. Axile, gotta be cautious. There's a press in through the Arch. That's bomb! At least Stound's been able to drop it. 20 seconds left. Hobbit comes back and guns him down. Those MAC-10s making money. And Cloud9, as expected, with the better weapons, take 9.
Yeah, and it's 1 kill, but it's 4 alive. A bank built up, a small lead. And Heroic just thinking about when they get their chance on the rifles. Low money here for the CT side. And we've seen a little bit of ingenuity on that T side for the ecos, which you got to say is probably harder to be able to pull off. But on this one, no investment whatsoever. They'll just bide their time. They want to try to find 2 or 3 kills if possible. Sheeran enters. It's clear they know how little Heroic have. Oh, they're doing the Fnatic boost.
King Mezzi's impact.
And it worked versus Cloud9 the last time.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, so.
Oh my God, not twice, right?
This boost is insane. So Mezzi told me that when they do this in practice, they normally get 1 kill. They did it in a LAN match in a major and won the round, and they did it versus Cloud9. And it looks like they might run into this again. This is going to be a laugh for Cloud9 when they see what's just ahead of them. Hopefully it does end up going B. We'll see if the result is different. Oh my God, they saw it. They just saw like 3 pairs of legs. Shiro just got out of it. That's so funny.
Look how fast he ran.
Oh my God.
Get the hell out.
No, not again.
Just getting flashbacks, man. Imagine he just freezes in the open.
Yeah.
Scared to death. It's a little scar tissue there for Cloud9.
That's funny.
I'm so happy for them that it doesn't happen twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll get the Arch fight going. We said they're looking for 2 kills. Well, there you go. 3. Marked improvement.
Oh, AK given over. They're trying to cut him off. I mean, Yabi's actually going into the site.
Impossible,
I think Cloud9 are assuming that, that he can't win this.
Tell me this is impossible.
Surely.
Gets tagged and put down.
Actually, I think he should have probably walked away with that AK. That would have been
bloodlust.
Yeah. In a game this close, you know it's going to be close. Probably should have. So we'll see now. On the defense, full strength here for Heroic. Why?
Whoa, man.
Oh my God. Get the hell out of there. You'll never believe what I saw.
They're all thinking like, Shiro, oh man, he's lost it, guys. He's lost it. All right. Laughing Matter comes to an end. Little sky nade. Will soften a little bit. Hobbit for 3 damage. Probably doesn't give a damn. As long as he's still above 90, he's A1. Oh,
yo!
Okay. NAVI, cracking headshot. Oh! And I love the routing.
Baited into that flash.
down into the hay carts, slices through that A site.
That is dry running right there.
Oof, Cloud9 as if there wasn't even anybody there.
Sheesh. Don't step on that. So the two guys jump out. The flash goes overhead as they're in the air. So the rifler shooting at them eats it completely. And NAVI gets the first kill. It couldn't go better for the call. They're double mollying, double smoking everything. Saying no way back into this round, Heroic. Wow. That was clean.
Oh, I like that.
And NAVI's individual level has been a big part of everything for Cloud9 in these last few matches. And the craziest part is, again, they still have a pretty good 4v5 conversion despite NAVI dying. So it's like he's able to contribute and isn't the reason that they lose in situations, which was a problem for Cloud9 for a very long time.
For the record, 24 and 13 on Vertigo.
Yeah.
Just 4 kills off of Shiro. Felt like NAVI had 4 kills across all maps when Cloud9 were losing back in the Challenger stage, but that is neither here nor there. It's done with, and it's just history at this point. Cloud9,
yeah, they're a new team.
Feels like ages ago with what we've seen instead. A victory over Faze, a victory over NAVI.
Yeah, he has a 27 kill game versus Faze. And 2019, second to the top behind Axile versus NAVI as well.
Who is this? We're talking about the same guy that almost lost to, or excuse me, did lose to Greyhound, right? All right. Well,
what do you mean? What do you mean by that?
I mean, yeah, the boys.
Okay.
Heroic. Luckily, because they saved so many guns, it's an easy rebuy, so just let that last one slip.
Oh man, Axile, just keep your eyes peeled.
Rounds to play with.
They try to molly him back out of Bell, so it's hard for him to re-aggress, but he's ahead of this, and they're leaving the site. Now, Cadian's office here. See if they give him a freebie or what. Yep, they are going to set up for the boost. Oh, the molly comes. Oh, he aims low. Oh my God. He's going to take that shot and leave.
Wow.
God damn. The call out.
Off the molly, they chuck it in.
Jesus.
He's got bottles flying over his head, bodies bouncing up. And he had that. That crosshair was exactly where it needed to be.
It's just, he thought there's no way they boost behind their own molly. Why would they do that? They called out him they called him out so bad.
Because Cloud9 are looking to lock in a spot in the playoffs.
Jesus.
That's why. Pulling out all the bells and whistles.
Would there be 5 maps in a row versus Faze, NAVI, and then Heroic? That would be unbelievable.
I mean, dude, the script writers have been out of this world so far in Rio.
Yeah, they're trying to make it so unbelievable. I mean, it's becoming obvious now that it's scripted at this point. Oh my God, the lurk.
Enters.
Oh, he's not done.
Nice. It's clean. 2 headshots, of course. Down, gonna get peppered through the smoke. Half his health is gone. It's a 4 versus 2, and just like the last round, you'd think Heroic hang on for dear life, but you can't even run. Wow. You can't hide from the likes of NAVI. He hunts him down in the CT spawn. Shiro scoped in, will walk into the crosshair of Shush, but Axile's not far away. He's gonna slide out through the fire, burning, and Shush is gonna do everything he can to try and hold on to this rifle. Hell, he could even get the op.
I feel like they keep trying to come at him, though. They have enough money, and they just don't want to see this gun next round, so we'll see if Shush...
Hobbit's turn.
He might have to ace. And it looks like, oh my God, they're all doing a little bit, and there's another guy here. Oh, bullet goes by. Oh, and he gets chased down. No ace, and he dies. And I think even though Cloud9 sacrificed so many players, the amount of money left over on top of this economy building round, that was a worthwhile chase.
Cloud9 now.
Dude, they're doing stuff right now. For sure, they're doing stuff right now. That all zigzag, that's call out on the op. I mean,
11 round half on Vertigo when it came to their T side. 5 already added to the tally. Tragic. Tragic after all that fighting. Shush doesn't get to save.
Yeah. It's not worth absolutely nothing, but it's not going to have any impact for a couple of rounds at least.
Right.
Dangerous buy save situation. Heroic yet to win a round here on CT side. But another buy regardless. Tesses, just a deagle.
It's down, hoisted up behind quad, parallel to Jabby. Bomb back in spawn, Cloud9 just sizing up all options. Need I reiterate, a flawless T-side so far. It's looking really good as well. Inters, man. Again, from that pistol, 4K, into the flank hold last round. Individually speaking, Inter's looking really sharp.
I wonder if they threw a bad smoke on purpose, actually. I mean, it's still not like they've got everything here, but 3 players boosted up, trying to drag him forward. Axel will spot 1.
First player's also taking point with a deagle.
Still a boost in CT.
It seems like a warm welcome as far as Cloud9 are concerned.
Well, they've got their attention, that's for sure.
Could also be too good to be true.
They have to be smoking quad, surely.
Easy pick up, one way down. Feel like Javi could go big here. They're already so concerned with the players in the site. NAVI gonna take off some pressure, but Javi gets himself a second. Tesses then a chance to shine. Shiro hit in the head, down to 35. Clears the guy on CT, and sure enough, nice stack from Heroic.
I think they did that on, I think they might have done that on purpose. A little bit of a bad smoke.
Tempting.
It wasn't like so bad that they thought, oh, they missed it on purpose, but just kept them coming forward. And Cloud9, wow. That's the one they lose. That's the one they lose. Lots of great ideas here. Maximizing the deagle as well.
Oof. Spinal tap.
Yeah, and they need to re-smoke CT in the midst of all that chaos.
All right. So proof that Heroic CT side not going to go down without a fight. NAVI, your move. What's next? Hobbit, it's being held. Ooh, Cadian. Oh, nice shot. Through the open door, but Javi gives cover in mid. NAVI thought maybe he could press in, and that was just call of the void. Too many angles being held. We get the wraparound on Arch, but it is still an invite for C9 to start to press through, and they go through quietly. Javi, he comes back. Never would have saw that coming. When he left, it was smoked. When he returns, Axile's already through it. And now Shiro trying to hunt Shush back into the A site. If they can do this fast enough, they can pinch into Shush, and then they just have to turn and deal with those 2 rotations. Shiro gets it for free, smoke down, and now Inter's easy on the plant. Fire off the mark, and a good amount of utility here in the face of Heroic's retake attempt.
They only know about 1 player coming in from CT, so they're still worried about everything. It's a very standard situation, however. This will still favor the T side for sure, especially with the op from Shiro. Let's see if they can find him making a risky decision on the peak.
Ooh, not scoped in either. It's gonna have to be the quick scope. Stown flashes in for the push. Oh, and he goes as it's popping. Stown suddenly turns white like a ghost because he knows that's Cloud9 13. Axile walking through smoke, Javi getting picked off. It just opened that site for the taking.
And Shush does the best thing he possibly can. He kind of multiplies his presence, right? If it's not a split with Lane and Arch at the same time, then if it is that push, then Shush is screwed, right? They come up lane. But since they don't, he gets to Arch, he gets that deep angle first. They're not ready for him to be there as a solo guy left over. And then Shiro follows up right behind him. And as you can see, Shush can't assume that on this timing, with teammates coming through CT spawn, he's got to worry about that as well. So he's really worried about getting hit from lane. So even though Shush plays that the best way he possibly can, Cloud9 still take it a layer deeper. Now they bring themselves to 13. They deny Heroic from getting to double digits. Oh, this T side has been stellar. So, oh my God! No way, that's a collateral flick.
Yeah, it is. Right through the corner of this wall as well. Oh, Shush and Tesses, and this is no eco. This is straight up guns to try and keep Cloud9 from 14. Shiro skewers the B play. There's a 3rd player in line. NAVI off of the flash. Mac-10 in easy upgrade, and there's nothing left to stop them. 14 locked in.
I haven't seen a shot like that, like, ever. I mean, wow. That was disgusting.
Heroic's hopes splattered down banana. All the money's gone, the rounds are adding up, and Heroic on this defense have won but 1 measly round. In the grand scheme of things, we'll be walking away from this series at the moment just talking about these Cloud9 T sides. It's down. He's going to try to dive back. I mean, at this point, it's just bloodlust from Cloud9. They want to take away everything they can. They want to smother Heroic so that they have no hope to bounce back in the next one. This M4, this AK, they could be key. We've seen Heroic do so much more with so much less. And of course! Oh, salt in the wound! Axile through coffins. How poetic.
Oh my God.
Puts him in it.
Oh my God.
With that 2 away from playoffs.
The kills are unbelievable this game. But what is that? He can barely see a shoulder of one.
Look at this. What does he see? Killer instinct. And add it to Axile.
That's one of the dirtiest shots this major. Wow. Wow. And that is just kind of a capstone to an unbelievable couple of weeks for Shiro. If that's the way they win this map, I think it makes perfect sense. Playing the best CS of his life at the most important major of his life, the deepest run versus the hardest teams. Shiro doubters in the mud.
I mean, the doubt was justifiable. After that loss to Greyhound, it's crazy that ever since that happened...
Not just Shiro doubters.
Oh, excuse me.
I don't know if you watched that Greyhound match, but you have no business doubting Shiro after that.
Are those people really out there?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. They're called betters.
I can only imagine what else they think. Here we go, pressing onto the arch side. Cadian, not with the op, but the M4. Oh, it's so clean. It is so sharp.
Please miss.
Who on Cloud9 is going to drop the ball at this point? From Hobbit to Shiro to Axile to Inters in the pistol to NAVI with these last 2 incredible maps. I mean, it has just been an entirely new level. Hell, I would almost go as far as saying this looks like an entirely new team, barring Shiro.
That's what I was saying. It's like they're...
From top to bottom, man.
It's as if this match is online, and that is the biggest compliment you could possibly give to them. 1-to-1 with their online play.
Insane.
In the highest pressure environment possible.
Insane.
Let's see if they can make this a reality. One player down in Cadian, that's the rotator. The other rotators are trying to help out. They know it's going to be A, but they have to worry about B, and this patience is actually getting them to spread out again.
Oh,
2 in the pit.
Famas is in hand. Hobbit's got one, NAVI the other, but they don't know about Jabby. This could be big. He gets that first, but Shiro turns it upside down and smashes his skull in. Heroic, the hopes now waning as Cloud9's 15th comes with absolute ease, just like all the others.
Yeah, seriously. Man, what a brutal T-side this has been. Man, from the perspective of preparation, a couple of kills. Clearly demo kills. And we saw Heroic's counter strat on the second pistol as well. Everyone was ready for Inferno today. But then C9's just pure executions from a dry run perspective. They're ready to beat their stats on Inferno. They don't have any big wins recently, even though they played it quite a bit. Lots of rounds versus good teams. But this is the biggest scalp to take when it matters the most. There will be an explosion of energy if Cloud9 win this. Of course, even bigger if Heroic somehow pulled this back. But Cloud9, after having Antwerp be missed, not making top 8 there, I can only imagine the build-up to this moment and what it means to them. They must have seen their life flash before their eyes every single day of Challengers. Think about the disappointment, the amount of new fans that they've got that they're potentially letting down. The second lease on life after getting Cloud9 as an organization.
Especially after Dallas.
Yeah. Yeah.
One bad day. That's what Cloud9 at this point can say about this run so far in Rio. One bad day. They saw the bottom of the barrel, and they have ever since decided, no, not for them. Running it back with incredible 16-14s. I mean, the fact that they have a victory over Faze, over NAVI, and now potentially over Heroic. We're talking about teams that could have been considered deep in the playoff runs. This is not a Legends stage victory that's padded with, excuse me, the likes of Sprout. This is nearly as tough as it's ever supposed to get, and they do it with such killer conviction. Not just off the back of Shiro, but from top to bottom they go. NAVI dead first. Jabby, again, he's been put into a position to try and hold them back. And it'd be foolish to think that Heroic are incapable of winning at least another. But they're going to run down towards mid. We've got Stown ahead of them. pressed in close within this smoke, catches them off guard, but csgo, clean trade frag. Loses a bunch of his health, and it's going to be Tesses next at bat. He's got a player further back in that CT spawn. And there are still time for Cloud9 to try and press this. Axile both! He just walks up close on smoke and stuff the chances of heroic. It's the two shining stars of csgo and Axile left. And Shush, with a monumental task at hand, has to try to come through with this clutch. He's got a Molotov and a low HP Axile. There we go, one at least. He's gonna work this in further. Cannot cover that bomb off with smoke. csgo on the lesser HP, but he also has the molly, and it lands where he needs it, when he needs it. Shush, your only options in. He's down to 22 now, health advantage csgo, and what do you know? Counter-Strike, such a